I'm gonna hold this marker like it's the microphone because it's funnier. Teardrop then proceeded to actually do nothing original for the next 18 months. I'm gonna say that again, a year and a half, nothing original. Not a single event was original. I have been tallying every single event that Teardrop has done to me in the last year and a half, and I've also been logging what exactly it did to me during that time and tally down repeat offenders. None of these are original. Not a single one of them. All of them can be traced back to different horror tropes and specific horror IPs. This is like the third time I've recorded this video because my personal goal was to have a full week, 7 straight days of no events occurring. And that'll be my personal indicator that Teardrop is basically given up. Teardrop has dropped one on me on the 7th day, sometimes while I'm recording this video. So I actually waited an extra day. This is technically the 8th day, but you know, I still hit this streak, so I'm happy I finally get to make this video. Hopefully I get to post it. We're just gonna run down the list of events and you guys, I'll show a montage. This will be events compilation. This will be an events compilation. All right. Perpetual darkness. That's from The Sun Vanished from Twitter. That thing, it was a while ago, but it was still pretty good. That happened 3 times. Teardrop tried to do that 3 separate times where it was totally dark during the day. Totally threw off my fucking circadian rhythm. See, this one's the most fucked up because I could be lying. It could be night when I'm recording this, but no, I'm going to work right now. It is 8 in the morning. I obviously can't show you the time because I'm recording this on my phone and I can't record my phone while I'm on my phone, but it's 8 in the morning. Pitch black. Again, not really like bad or awful or permanently life-changing, just annoying. All of these are just annoying. Prank call from Scream, where there's a dude in my house looking at me through the windows that are all shut somehow. That happened 4 separate times. Jarring teleports. Oh my god. Oh my god! I thought that wasn't totally played out in the entirety of the last, we're calling them seasons now, in the entire last, and when I was in high school, this shit didn't happen enough. The upside of all the jarring teleports is that now I know all of the separate properties that are owned by Great Valley State University, which includes rivers, swamps, really busy parking lots during rush hour. Jarring teleport happened 27 different times. I've been on roofs that I can't get down from, and I count those teleports as only one. It doesn't count the teleport that it has to do in order to get me back to my fucking apartment because the doors are locked and there's no way of contacting anybody. Temporary tech corruption. This is basically the bingo free space because I'm counting all of the VHS filters that occur on my phone. Permanent tech corruption only happened 3 times. That was a laptop, a phone, and a laptop. You mother. Perpetual redness? This is a 3rd day in a row that, oh, yeah, that's cool. That's a cool feature. All right. The sun is red. It's not original in 2 ways because it's just playing on perpetual darkness, and also it's literally SCP-01. It got there. I'm not worried about Teardrop having access to any of the SCP stuff because it doesn't have any of the follow through to actually do any of the fucked up shit. Giant siren head on the horizon. This happened 1 time. And then we get to the arcs. The emergency alert arc happened like 15 times in a row and then smattered across the remainder of this time period, the rest of the year and a half. Because it worked 1 time, and then like a little kid that got the 1 laugh, it had to drive it into the dirt after that. So the first one we got here is the nuclear event. The nuclear superpower nuclear exchange. Emergency alert happened on my TV, my phone, my computer. I thought it was real. I freaked out, and then I realized it was Teardrop because there was a little too much filter on a fucking digital device. There was too much VHS static on my phone. Teardrop tried to do this 7 times in total. I'm really screwed if something actually happens because I'm not going to believe it. I'm not going to tell anybody I love them. I'm not going to call anybody. I'm just going to keep going about my day. Yellowstone eruption. Now, when I say it's emergency alerts, it's all the same format. It's the same format every time. I get the same 3 alerts on my TV, my phone, and my computer. It doesn't even get into my like car radio or anything. Just those 3. It doesn't even make sense because it uses the old like TV, like local radio station style of that emergency alert every time on platforms that don't make sense for it. Yellowstone eruption happened 3 separate times. Biochemical attack happened 1 time. Alien invasion, this one was actually super cool, but like, I looked at the designs for the aliens that Teardrop was using, it was just District 9. It was District 9. Mainland invasion? Yeah, right, buddy. Evil flesh beings. This is why I attribute this entire arc, the entire emergency alert arc, to analog horror. Because there's like, every analog horror has something to do with the evil flesh beings. There's like 20 of them. It's like Vita Carnis, it's Gemini Hominid. It's all horror. It's all flesh horror analog. Evil flesh beings 13 times. Meteor strike happened twice. Kaiju attacks. One of these was just Godzilla. I cannot stress enough how not original Teardrop is. There was not a single original event here. California forest fire. I get that that's kind of in bad taste to be recording right now, but it said the emergency alerts that I got in Michigan, by the way, a full emergency alert for the California forest fires. The emergency alert was that I had caused it. It said, Troy Parker caused the California forest fire right now.
Oh! Look, Mom! I'm on TV! I'm on TV, Mama! Yeah!
I mean, that's the closest thing to being original, right? But it's so dumb that I'm not even counting it as a horror thing. The prerequisite is that it's a horror thing first, and then it has to be original. If it's totally out of left field, like I caused all Californian forest fires, no. Slenderman out in the distance. That occurred... Oh, no, I skipped one. Evil computer viruses. That's from Chainmail Chasers. That happened 3 separate times, and I'm counting that separate from the permanent tech corruption because fuck you. Slenderman out in the distance. I don't even need to say where that comes from. Good fucking lord. And before you say that this was the actual Slenderman and I'm confusing myself, it was hot every time. It had the same static as Teardrop. And when I would bitch at it, when I would call it out for the bullshit, it would literally hang its head, turn around, and walk away. It was Teardrop. Slenderman doesn't do that shit. CCTV of myself being broadcasted or emailed to me in different formats. That happened, what is that, 18 different times? I mean, it's cool B-roll. It'll be useful for this video specifically, so thank you, Teardrop. Oh, and then we get to my least favorite arc of all time. Gross out hallucinations. This is where Teardrop figured out how Stephen King made his millions. Bugs in my food. 12 times. That's in literally everything. That's in Friday the 13th. That is in literally everything. Bugs under my skin. I'm gonna count that as Dracula flow.
There are bugs under my skin. I need to dig them out with a screwdriver.
Bugs in my hair. It's so derivative that I'm counting that as unoriginal compared to the other ones where you're just picking different places to put bugs. Like you're fucking 13 and you're trying to pick on your little sister. Blood coming out of my sink faucet. Blood coming out of my shower faucet. For a combined total of 5 separate times that happened. Full blood, goes away in like 3 seconds. This is from It, this is from The Shining. Blood in my car.
I can see the blood. And I can also see the blood through the phone screen. But that might also be a hallucination. So I guess you guys will be the first to know whether this is real or not. Or, you know, I wait 30 seconds and it goes away. Oh shit. Oh, it just happened. Oh, okay. Alright. Yep, it's fine. I don't need to keep... Oh, I look insane. Oh, I actually got some dirt on this one. Like actual dirt, not blood. Okay.
I gotta give props. This is the most original place to put blood because it was like that one, like... It was that one DUI commercial where the dude rolls down his window and there's all just beer coming out, but it was blood in my car. And then it goes away in like 30 seconds because I do the blink, 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 and everything's fine. Was it ever there to begin with? We'll never know. It was Teardrop, you motherfucker. Blood from my nose. I have to get tissues and then keep the tissues around for at least 30 seconds in order to see if the blood disappears from the tissue or not. I look insane to my coworkers. I'm keeping tissues on my fucking desk. And then the play after that is to see how long you can keep the hallucination going in my head to make me question my own sanity here. Congratulations, that's the big scare of that week. You made me think I'm iron deficient. And then this is the absolute, like, throw in the towel scare arc of all time. Mysterious, foreboding figures standing in different places. In my closet, 7 times.
What the hell, man? I'm trying to game right now.
Okay, like when I'm in bed and I can just see into the dark of my closet. I close my door normally, but like the door opens and there's a guy in there and it's like, okay dude, behind my shower curtain when I'm trying to take a shower. I have remarkably little to say about anything in this arc because it speaks for itself completely. The absolute worst offender. Something is behind me in the mirror. There are entire YouTube compilations about this trope behind my desk chair. I normally wear headphones at work to listen to music and stuff, and they're noise canceling. So whenever one of my coworkers comes up behind me, I normally get like, whoa, oh shit, I didn't see you there. But like, Teardrop definitely picked up on that and started spamming me with it behind any door 17 times. I'm counting this separate from closet because it started doing exclusively closet, and then it started doing other doors, and it was too many different varieties of door that I just had to combine it all into this one category. And then around a corner. Around corners. Like the... This is what he would do! It would just be a guy! It would just be a guy in my house looking at me from around a corner. I have to absolutely make this clear. I am completely desensitized to all of this shit now. None of it is scary to me. The actual scariest part is that I'm actually gonna have a break-in at some point in my life, and I'm not gonna take it seriously, and I'm gonna get shot.
What the hell? You're not even standing around a corner. Are you cooking me food? What is that? Is that twice baked potatoes? Are you cooking me? You're cooking me twice baked? Dude, I would fucking kill for some twice baked potatoes right now. Actually, like, this is actually kind of baller. Editor's note. Those fucking potatoes were full of bugs! Fuck you!
The final score for all of the events were 234 total separate events that I'm counting. June 28 of 2023, that was the day of Everything Goes Wrong Any Percent, to today, which is January 11th, 2025. That is a total of 564 days. That's 80 weeks. That's 18 months, or roughly a year and a half. We've got an average of 2.9 events per week, and that was really front-loaded, and I'll get to that in a second. Average events per month were 12.6. Most events in a week was the first week of August in 2023. That's when Teardrop totally went balls to the wall. And apparently it had been thinking up shit in the box, but then it totally gassed out after that point. 15 events total in a week in the first week of August. Most events in a month was also that August with a total of 37. That really threw off a lot of the statistics here with the averages, as well as whenever I got an idea for an arc, it would just blow its load in the first like month, maybe month and a half, and then it would twiddle down to maybe like one event per week after that. Longest daily streak of something happening every single day. Again, this happened in August, 47 days in a row. That was a crazy time to know me, because I was not sleeping. And now, at the end of this day, I would like to give out the awards to Teardrop for all of these separate events. The categories are most occurrences, funniest single event, scariest single event, my personal favorite, Troy's favorite event, least original, most original, best arc, worst arc, and best single event. I am proud to present the most occurrences is the jarring teleport with 27 occurrences. The funniest event is the California forest fire that I supposedly started. Explicitly me. I've never been out of Michigan in my life. Explicitly me. I started the California forest fires. Scariest event was the first nuclear event emergency alert. I gotta give you credit there. I thought it was real. You really grounded into the dirt after that. You really need to learn how to pace out a joke or a scare. They're basically the same thing. That's why all the comedy directors are horror directors now. You need to know how to be funny in order to be good at horror. And Teardrop, you're not funny. You're really not funny. For Troy's favorite, it was the giant siren head on the horizon. Back when this was a TikTok trend, I really liked this TikTok trend. I would send every single one of those that I saw to my friends. It was really cool, honestly, to see it in real life. I'm not gonna say it was scary, it was like cool. I'm gonna give credit right now to Trevor Henderson, since Teardrop won't, apparently. Congratulations, your monsters are so cool and original that actual monsters are really big fans of your fake monsters. So well done, congratulations. Least original event, mysterious figure in the mirror. It was literally like, open the mirror, close the mirror, there. And then like every play after that was seeing how many more times I could turn around or close the mirror until the thing would appear. It was literally like, first time it was just the one, second time it took two, third time it took three. Most original event was the gross out hallucination blood in my car. That was really, it was alright. I as far as I'm aware, I don't think any horror movie has done that exact hallucination before, but the torrential pouring of a lot of blood is such a famous trope right now that I'm counting that as not original. The same thing with like picking different places to put bugs. You're just picking different fucking places to put blood. It's not original. The single best arc was the analog horror emergency alert system. That was really cool. I'm a real sucker for analog horror. I'll admit it. I really like analog horror. Worst arc was the gross out hallucinations, especially the bug half. I really don't like bugs.
The bugs are back.
Thankfully, there weren't a lot of spiders. Teardrop didn't do a lot of spiders. It was a lot of like maggots. They're like clean. They like eat disease. So even to some degree, I'm cool with that. The best single event of all time in this entire year and a half was the emergency alert kaiju attack. Some of those kaijus looked really fucking cool, but unfortunately, most of them were just Godzilla with horns, so it kind of looked like Space Godzilla, or I don't know all the names of the different gods. Like there's Space Godzilla, there's like Demon Godzilla. Am I coming up with shit? It was all different variations of Godzilla, and I think there was one. I'm a fake fan. I forgot the name of the one with 3 heads. Alright, yeah. So, hopefully Teardrop has given up completely because it knows that I'm not scared of this shit at all. These are all just really mild inconveniences. This isn't bad. Like, I know this is the first video that I've recorded and will post since I got my haircut, and it's been a really long time. But I really want you guys to know, this shit doesn't affect me. I'm fine. I'm a full-grown man. I don't even know why it named season 2 to Great Valley, because I graduated. I have a full-time job. I'm an engineer. I'm a real boy now. It thinks that I'm still this kid that needs to get scared, and really, these are all mild inconveniences. This isn't shit. So, Teardrop, I think it's time to hang up the suit and tie. You're over, buddy. It's done. You're not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. Alright. I want to give a special thanks to a couple people for getting me through this period. Because it's been relatively difficult to tell anybody about this or to explain away the 3 times a week that I need to just kind of stay indoors because it's permanently dark out and I can't see out my car window because my headlights won't penetrate the impenetrable fog. Thank you to Evangeline. You've been very nice to talk to. You've connected me to a lot of different people that I'm actually able to talk to about these things. I want to thank Carmen for coming over and being cool and actually getting me out of my own head for a while. And a lot more of you folks. You've been great. All my viewers, I understand you. I understand a lot of you just kind of want updates, and I haven't been doing that because I've just been worried about having a functional life in the first place. I've been super hunkering down and triaging, and unfortunately, the videos just haven't really been the priority, because I really don't want to give Teardrop the satisfaction. Giving Teardrop the satisfaction really puts it super low on my priority list. Thank you guys for sticking around, for being troopers, for worrying about me in the first place. I don't think about that enough. I don't appreciate that enough. So thank you guys for giving me the time of day and worrying that I'm okay. Your comments on Everything Goes Wrong Any Percent, part 1 and 2, those have really meant the world to me. So, all right. I will let you guys know if anything else happens. If this is it for the rest of my life, I think I'm fine with that. I think it'll be a fun game to play. So, but I think Teardrop is really burning itself out. So, we'll see how that goes. All right. Toodaloo.
Bro, I am gaming right now. Should I make the tea first, or should I answer the door first? It must be really fucking cold out there. Alright, whatever. Rob. Rob, what's the password? Teardrop, you are a fucking asshole.